Thank you, Mr. President. I would now like to welcome the President of Sri Lanka, Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe, to take the floor.
Madam Chair, Sri Lanka supports the Secretary General's accelerated agenda based on tangible climate actions which are achievable. Many of the delegates here have put forward very fruitful suggestions which we must take into account. Let me talk of Sri Lanka itself. Experts have predicted that by 2050, Sri Lanka will lose 1.5% of our GDP due to climate-related issues. Therefore, Sri Lanka's climate ambition plan has adopted a dual approach. At COP27, I launched Sri Lanka's Climate Prosperity Plan as the nation's strategy for green growth based on renewable energy generations with the local advantages of wind power and solar energy. It's also a part of our economic restructuring which is consequent to the 2022 financial crisis because our long-term economic revival is based on Sri Lanka becoming a green economy. The second is that Sri Lanka is supporting the establishment of a climate justice forum aimed at fostering international collaboration to address climate-related challenges such as loss and damage, adaptation and mitigation. There are two other proposals that Sri Lanka will also be making in respect of the global scenario. First is the establishment of an International Climate Change University, which will be an international platform on research and development on climate mitigation actions. The second is that we have realized that global resources are not limitless and we must manage with what is available. Therefore, Sri Lanka is focusing on areas where maximum results can be achieved. In this background, Sri Lanka will be proposing the Tropical Belt Climate Ambition Project. The Tropical Belt is the most biologically diverse region on Earth. Typically, biodiversity increases as the latitude decreases. The biodiversity increases as we get closer to the equator. Vulnerable communities in tropical belts are the worst impacted by climate change. Significant investments in renewable energy, nature-based solutions, and pollution control in the tropical belt will lead to transformative changes in climate change, not only biodiversity loss and pollution control, not only in the tropical belt, but will also impact on the temperate areas outside. The nature-based solutions could contribute substantially to climate change mitigation and adaptation. There are also a number of low-income countries within the belt who will be able to benefit from the debt relief that is being proposed. Therefore, the Tropical Belt Climate Ambition Plan and the debt relief for the low-income economies within the belt will have a substantial impact on advancing the Secretary General's accelerated agenda. I don't want to take any more of the time, and we'll be discussing this at COP28, but thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. President.